I'm Jennifer Sanasi, you're watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by Themba Ngobesi, the CEO of the Casino Association of South Africa. Today we're going to be speaking about whether or not online gambling should be made illegal in South Africa. Hello.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for joining me. Now, I think I know what your stance is going to be on this, but let's just put it on the record. Do you think online gambling should be made legal in South Africa?
Look, at this stage, we're really indifferent. You know, we are neither for nor against the regulation of online gambling. But what we do know is that if it's going to remain illegal as it is, then laws must be enforced. So meaning that government and law enforcement authorities must actually enforce the laws that are there. And of course, if they do decide to make it legal, we will obviously play in the space, we'll comment in the policies and enter that arena.
Okay, now tell me about what the Casino Association of South Africa does. What role does it play in the gambling industry?
Yes, we are a voluntary association of members made up of the legal land-based casino operators. We actually advocate their interests as well as the interests of the public that the industry serves. We see our role as playing a constructive role in the evolution of good public policy and governance. We also engage government and other stakeholders to make sure that we have a suitable environment in which we can conduct the business of entertainment, tourism, and gambling. I underline that we're not just about gambling, we also do entertainment and tourism.
So you're not just about gambling. Tell us about the entertainment and tourism part, I guess, of the CASA.
Fortunately, the South African environment is that doesn't provide just gambling facilities, we provide resorts. So meaning that in addition to gambling, you'll have restaurants, theaters, conferencing, so it's much more than just that gambling, cinemas, and all the entertainment facilities that you find. There'll be hotels, obviously, and that's what aids the tourism market. So that's why we play in all those spaces.
What's interesting to me is you're just speaking about the entertainment aspect of casinos, and I've been in casinos overseas where children are definitely not allowed inside, but here in South Africa there's theme parks, movie theaters inside, so children are allowed inside. Do you think that that's detrimental to their development when it comes to children's associations with gambling?
No, not really, to be honest with you. Obviously there's laws. Yes, children could be in the vicinity of the casino, but they cannot go into where the gambling floor is, where you have the actual slot machines and tables. But there's other facilities that all casinos offer, like you're saying, the bed park, the skating circles and stuff, because the government decided that we should not just have gambling joints, we should have resort facilities where the public can benefit from their enjoyment.
Okay, now you said that CASA is neither for nor against online gambling. Can you talk me through some of the pros and cons? If South Africa was to legalize online gambling, what would some of the pros be, in your opinion?
Yeah. Obviously, there's currently revenue that we lose, and that's what we've been complaining about, because we have illegal foreign enterprises that are offering it, and we know that South Africans actually do participating in it, even though it's illegal. And obviously, that's if we can get that back, then we can have additional revenue for these fiscals and our government. And that's what we're currently losing. We do think that there could be some jobs if it's offered by South African operators, because they'll employ people here, whereas at the moment, people play with people, for example, they could be anywhere in this world but South Africa, and those jobs obviously are going elsewhere. That would be the plus of having online gambling being legalized. If at the moment, it's, as you say, it's not allowed, we're losing all those taxes which we could be getting, and they are going elsewhere. We do not have those jobs. So, those are pluses and cons. In terms of controls, look, there's tools now. It's no longer as it was maybe a few years back, where you couldn't really control it and regulate it. You can regulate it and control it once you've allowed it, because there's tools that you can introduce to make sure that the people that gamble actually are of age, meaning that they are 18 years and above, that their spend is monitored, etc., and those things. So yes, you could have a lot of regulatory interventions to make sure that it runs smoothly.
I want to talk about some of those controls and tools in just a bit, but the Department of Trade and Industry, we know that they don't want to legalize gambling in South Africa. So they've recently said on their website, generating tax revenue cannot be at the expense of the South African citizens, some of whom are indebted and living in poverty. Now that obviously goes against what you've been saying about getting getting that money that's being illegally spent in the illegal realm, I guess, into the legal realm. What would your response be to that?
Now, obviously, I think government would know exactly what resources they can have, what resources they want to put out there. They determine public policy, as I indicated earlier. And if it's public policy that, look, they shouldn't have it because they don't believe that they can manage it, it will be not be helpful for us to say, look, you can. Because it means that they know they would have done an audit of what they can do in terms of resources and they can't do. So it means that in this case, they believe that they cannot actually be able to regulate it, just like they do with land-based casinos and other forms of gambling.